I made $19,935 in my sleep, and I don't know what gets more passive than a sleeping bag. You get it? A sleeping bag? I'll be here all night. Make sure you tip the bartender. Look, I've done over 7 figures online in my business with just one digital product doing a little over 900K. Now, it's only gonna take me about 5 minutes to break down this strategy, so if you don't have 5 minutes to spare, then you probably won't sleep as well at night because you really get a good night's rest when you know you're gonna wake up to some passive income. Now, before we get into the strategy, let me break down this passive income. And there's a reason why I'm putting passive income in these air quotes, right? Because what most people think what passive income is and what most people are selling the idea of what passive income is, it doesn't exist. I'm telling you, my friend, hear me loud and clear. If anybody's selling you on the idea that you can do absolutely nothing and just be passive and just have money coming in, they are lying to you. Now, this strategy, it will take a little bit of action, a little bit of strategy, and a little bit of planning, but then you can get that passive income coming in, because actually all passive income is actually semi-passive income. But the strategy that I implemented to make that $19,935 in my sleep is, drum roll please. I hope that sounded like a drum. I hope that don't sound crazy in your ears. If so, I apologize. But the strategy that I used was infomercials. I figured if infomercials worked for the slap chop guy, they should be able to work for me on my social media. Now, if you're not familiar with who the slap chop guy is, I need you to Google and look this man up, because you missed the great era of television at 1, 2, and 3 o'clock in the morning with this slap chop guy selling this instrument that just, you slapped it and it chopped up food better than everything else. So, look, with this infomercial strategy, you're going to be utilizing your social media, because think about it. People, they spend more time with their phones in their hands than TVs nowadays. So in the slap chop era, the guy utilized television, right? Infomercials came on with TV. Now we can utilize our social media platforms that we all have and use for free to use the same exact strategy. So why did infomercials work? Because people are up at night watching the TV. Your target customer is going to be up at night scrolling on their social media, and this is how we make the money. Now, and I almost forgot to mention that $19,935, I did not make that in one single night. It was over the span of about 3 to 3.5 weeks that money was coming in every single night. But like I said, your target customer is going to be on social media in the middle of the night. So target customer, what you want to build out first, everything starts with building out what's called an avatar. Your avatar is your customer profile, not customers. I cannot emphasize how important this is. One customer profile, where most entrepreneurs and aspiring entrepreneurs mess up at, is that they are trying to sell to everybody. And when you're trying to sell to everybody, you cannot sell to anybody. One avatar profile with one digital product and one source of traffic, you can scale that to a high 6 and 7 figure level. So your avatar profile, you need to go real deep on building out this profile about, what their interests are, what they look like, how do they feel, how do they make their income, where do they live? Just really go deep down on this avatar profile, because when you know who it is that you're actually talking to, then you can make that content that will appeal to them and only them while they're scrolling their phone in the middle of the night, right? Now, when you build your avatar's profile, you'll know what pain points, sorry, that N looks terrible. The A looks terrible too, but hey, you'll know what pain points to hit, because it's easier to draw someone away from pain than to lead them towards pleasure. Now, on your social media accounts, you're going to want to post some type of advertisement, or what I like to call infomercials. You want to post anywhere between 3 and 5 per night. The reason why I say 3 to 5 is because if you are constantly posting, like say if you post 15, 20, 30 posts overnight, the social media platforms, they could possibly flag you for spam. And you don't want to get flagged for spam because it'll just kill your entire engagement for a certain period of time. And they don't tell you, or they don't notify you that they flagged you. They just stop showing your stuff because you're looking spammy, right? But if you post it 3 to 5 times per night and you space them out, at least 1 hour, how I do every hour and a half, I have them spaced out, then you don't look as spammy. So what I'll do is I'll post at 12 o'clock a.m. midnight, then I'll post at 1:30, then I'll post at 3, then I'll post at 5, then I'll post my last one. I usually do it a little different, like around 6 or so, or 5:30 or 6, but by no later than 6:30, or sometimes 6, but by no later than 6:30 a.m. I make sure that I archive everything off of my page. I don't delete everything. Archive. On Instagram, you have an option where you can archive the stuff. If you're using TikTok, I don't believe TikTok has an archive feature. What you'll do is you'll just set it to private, or set it to where you can only view the post. If you're doing this on Twitter, some of my students and mentees use Twitter. I think he might just delete his stuff. I don't know if you can private something on Twitter, but I think he might have just deleted the stuff. So it may not be the same on Twitter, but I know for sure, for a fact, Instagram, you do not want to delete everything. You want to archive stuff. Why do you not want to delete all those posts? Because if the platform, or whatever this algorithm that's running these platforms, if it's seeing that you're deleting 5 posts every single night or every single day, it's like, why is this person deleting 35 posts per week? They're doing something spammy, or they're doing something body. Boom, let's flag this account. So just archive everything, right? But think about this. If infomercials work to this day, if you turn on a TV channel, to this day, you're still going to see infomercials running. Why? Because they work. My grandmother, God rest her soul, she passed away a few years ago. My grandmother was still up buying stuff off of infomercials. She had bought some stuff to soak her feet in. She had bought some other stuff. I'm surprised she didn't have like 15 slap chops. But if we're using the slap chop guy as an example of how this stuff works, it's not just that an infomercial came on. The slap chop guy, he made what I call epic content. I'm telling you, you need to look up this slap chop guy if you have not seen this, any of his infomercials before. The slap chop guy, he make epic content. We need to make epic content as well for our actual avatar. So epic, this is an acronym where the E stands for entertaining. The E stands for entertaining. Now, think about this. If somebody's just up in the middle of the night and you don't do something somewhat entertaining to grab their attention, they're just going to keep on scrolling. They're just mindlessly scrolling their social media in the middle of the night. No difference than with the slap chop guy. If he wasn't somewhat entertaining and people are just up at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m., they're just going to just keep on just flipping the channel. So you have to be somewhat entertaining, or else people aren't going to consume your content. Then the P stands for personalized. The slap chop guy, he knew exactly who it was that he was talking to. Whoever owned that little device of the slap chop, they knew who they were talking to. They would have been talking to my granny if she was up and was watching the slap chop guy, right? This is why you need to build your avatar profile so you know exactly who it is that you are speaking to, so they will feel like, wow, this content is for me. They're talking to me, and they have a solution to my problem. Because here's the thing, like I said, it's easier to draw someone away from pain than to lead them towards pleasure. And if you can dig in on pain points that your avatar is feeling, because trust me, there's a reason why they are up at night. A lot of times people, they're up at 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning because they're looking for ways to better themselves. They're Googling ways to better themselves. They're watching YouTube videos on ways to better themselves. And then they might actually be on social media looking for ways to better themselves. But even if they're not, and they're just mindlessly scrolling, and you come up with something that is entertaining and personalized and is speaking directly to them about their pain point, they're gonna stop and they're going to listen to what it is that you have to say. So now that you have them listening to what it is that you actually have to say, the I stands for irrefutable. If I'm using Slapshot Guy again for as reference here, because I'm like, ain't no telling how much money that Slapshot made. I'm like, I know I can make a little bit using just a little similar model to what I got cooking over here. Irrefutable. The Slapshot Guy in his infomercial, he gave you irrefutable facts. He didn't tell you his opinion. So while he's entertaining you, and while he's has a personalized message for the intended avatar of that infomercial, he's giving demonstrations of slapping this thing and it chopping everything like seamlessly, and showing how easy that it is to clean, and how nothing else on the market even holds up a competitor. And it's like, look, this one doesn't even do this. You can't even open it up. It's hard to clean. It's gonna get dirty bacteria, all that type of stuff. He's giving irrefutable facts, no opinion. In all of my content, I give irrefutable facts. I don't give anybody my opinions. I don't give anybody theory. I never talk about what I think. I talk about what I know. And with my products, I know that they work because they worked for me. And I know that they work because I have countless testimonials of other people that they worked for. So in all of your content, period, you need to be given irrefutable facts. You don't need to be given opinion. You don't need to be given theory. You need to be speaking from an irrefutable place of facts from what you actually know. If I have a weight loss product, I'm not going to tell people what I think of why they should lose weight. I'm going to give them irrefutable facts. I'm going to say that your quality of life is going to be better. I'm going to say that you're going to be able to sleep better. I'm going to say that it's going to be a boost in self-esteem about yourself, because you're going to like how you look in the mirror, and you're going to like how your clothes feel on you. I'm not going to try to convince people of why they should not want to die quicker. I'm going to give them irrefutable facts. Like, yo, if you don't shed this weight, you're going to die, cuz. XYZ, boom. Then I'm going to show them how my product either helped me lose weight or helped other people lose weight. Irrefutable facts. And then, lastly, the C, it was clear. Slapshot Guy's message is clear. There's another acronym, KISS. Keep it simple, stupid. A lot of times, in whatever our industry is or whatever your niche is, we try to sound too smart. We try to use a lot of technical jargon, right? But if a slightly intelligent 12-year-old cannot understand your message, you need to dumb it down. Jay-Z, billionaire, right? Jay-Z has a lyric, one of my favorite Jay-Z lyrics. He said, I dumbed down for my audience and doubled my dollars. They criticize me for it, yet they all yell holla. If skills sold, truth be told, I'd probably be lyrically Talib Kweli. Truthfully, I want to rhyme like common sense, but I sold 5 million. I ain't been rhyming like common sense, right? He's saying Jay-Z used to be one of those super lyrical, miracle, spiritual, rapping really fast guys, right? But he wasn't selling any records. He wasn't making any money. He wasn't getting that notoriety that he wanted. He dumbed down his message for the audience, doubled his dollars. There's 2 very lyrical artists by the name of Talib Kweli and Common. He said, skill sold, truth be Lyrically, I'd probably be Talib Kweli. Truthfully, I want to rhyme like Common Sense. He said he could rhyme like those guys. He might want to rhyme like those guys, but first of all, Jay-Z, he puts business first. You can't become a billionaire without doing that, so he dumbed it down. We need to be doing the same in our messages. Slap Chop guy probably could have used all kinds of cooking references and whatnot, but no, just kept it very simple. Slap, chop, boom. Got your strawberry, your mango. Put it right here. Slap, chop, boom. Look, this looks wonderful on top of ice cream. Right? We need to keep it clear to whereas our avatar understands what this is. So on your social media, like I said, me, I do 12 o'clock a.m. midnight. Then I'll do earlier. I typically do like every hour 15. I think I might have said every 90 minutes before that. But I do midnight. I do 1:15. I do 2:30. I do 3:45. And then I'll do 5 o'clock. By 6 o'clock a.m., I archive everything, or basically delete everything, but make sure you archive it, right? Just so when people wake up for work that next morning, when majority of your audience is getting on there, they don't see that. Nobody sees these posts except for the people that happen to be up that night. And that's how you can make more while working less and get some passive income, like all them that you see on the screen right now. So if you're ready to make more while working less with a digital product, go ahead and click the link down in the description and join this credit at the top community for weekly coaching from myself, all of my exclusive trainings, plus a private community of entrepreneurs, all designed to grow your business online. It's only $47 a month to join right now. That's less than a cup of coffee per day. So go ahead and click the link down in the description to tap in, and I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. But just think about this. We need to get systems in place, right? We need to get systems in place, and systems, SYSTEM. System stands for saving yourself time, energy, and money. So if we have 24 hours in a day, we need to have systems in place to where we can be promoting our products or promoting our services to our potential avatars 24 hours a day. And I'm telling you, your competition is not doing this. You can get a leg up. This could be a blue ocean for you. If you're not familiar with the term blue ocean, I highly recommend you check out the book Blue Ocean Strategy. Right? We got 24 hours in a day. We need to do the work once. This is how this passive stuff works, right? We need to do the work once, create these digital products, or put the time in building out our avatar profiles, focusing on solving problems for that one avatar and creating solutions for that one avatar with our products. That takes some action, right? But we do that one time. Once we do it, we don't have to do it again. Then put systems in place, which there's no better system to put in place in today's day and age than content. Make this epic content for our avatars, and then just have that working all day for us, so we don't have to work every day for it. Now, if you've heard me talk about this epic content before, or maybe this may be your first time hearing about this, actually, epic, I only do my infomercials epic, but all of my content, I make what's called epic expert content, right? I don't do too much of the expert side, but I'll just cover it quickly for you. The expert side, the E stands for educational, right? I like to mix what's called I call it edutainment, entertaining and educational content, right? The X stands for experience. All of my content, I can speak from a place of fact and authority because I'm only talking about my experiences, things that I know. I never tell you anything theory. I only tell you irrefutable facts from what I know. right? Similar to the I, right? The P is problem solving. Remember, we're in the problem solving business, period. As an entrepreneur, period. You solve somebody's problem, you get paid money. Think about it. That's the only reason that you spend money on anything, because whatever it is that you're purchasing solves a problem for you. The E stands for execution. All of my content, people can execute on all of my free content with stuff that I say. Like this video, for example, you can execute on every single thing that I'm telling you to do right now, today, or tonight if you want to. The R stands for relevant to pain. Think about it. Remember, I said it's easier to draw someone away from pain than it is to lead them towards pleasure. All right. And then the T stands for take action. All of my content, or all of your content, period, you should give somebody some type of call to action, whether that be signing up for a free lead magnet, whether that be buying a low ticket digital product. You need to direct them to take some type of action from your epic expert content. But just didn't spend that much time on the expert side of the content today, because on my infomercials, I don't really use as much of the expert side of it. I really just hone in on the epic side of the content, because I'm like, during the middle of the night, I know it's 1, 2, 3, 4 a.m. I'm thinking of the mind frame that they're in, so I stick more so to the epic than the expert. But all of your content, period, and you'll get way more sales coming in way faster. If all of your content is epic expert content, your sales are gonna go through the roof. But just me personally, at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 a.m., I'm really more so like the slap shop guy. I'm just making a bunch of epic shit. So go ahead and click the link down in the description if you want to tap into the community, and I'll see you on our coaching call this Wednesday. And go ahead and check out this video right here for a complete step-by-step breakdown on how I made a little over $200,000 in a single month. It's crowded at the top.